100 years of watching professional wrestling between all of you, and you still can't predict it. I'm 12, and I'm better than you, and you know it.
So after a WrestleMania 42 preview episode, common sense would tell you it's going to be a WrestleMania 42 review episode. And for the first time in our lives, we're going to use common sense and deliver a WrestleMania. Oh, Draven's done. He's already checked out. That's his review. WrestleMania 42 review. For those of you watching, you've already seen what could be our emotional breaking points as Fee won the right to deliver a rant by picking the right amount of winners between WrestleMania Night 1 and 2. She actually tied with one of our co-hosts. Everybody acknowledge
my cut finger.
How do you do half? Like, how do you do
I just want to say
first place but half?
One match on the first show.
Yeah, but you only got one right on the second night, so what's your point?
I wasn't that bad. I got a couple.
You got one match right on night 2.
Did I really only get
tied
one?
Fiona.
I got Gunther.
I've given her my time to rant because I get enough time on here to rant weekly.
Then I got Gunther and Liv. So
Gunther was night 1.
Oh, see, I did get him right.
Liv was night 1.
Liv was also night 1.
Saying night 1 so much better. Night 1 so much better.
Don't you put that evil on him?
Yeah, come on. Don't you slander my bad name.
Yeah, I know you swept the floor the first night. Like, did you get all of them right, or did you only miss one?
No, I missed the main. I thought all of us thought Randy was going to win.
That's right. Yeah. But yeah, Fee and Jason came. Jason because Fee did pretty good the first night too. Jason had a good comeback night too.
Mm-hmm.
And then did I get last? I got last, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wear that with a badge of honor, just like my big and meaty chili badge.
We're gonna have to censor that unless they've sponsored us.
Who has sponsored us? Big meaty chili?
Chili.
Hey,
Just big chili.
all
Big
chili.
chili. Yeah,
No,
Big
not a
Pharma.
brand.
Big-
The food, chili.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. Big chili, like the
Yeah.
Big Pharma.
Like big milk.
No, not big
Like
chili.
milk.
All chili.
That's all
Oh.
chili.
Big Japan and All Japan and New
Yeah.
Chili. So
Yeah.
Yes.
So WrestleMania, hopefully Fee didn't rip into us too much. I mean,
I'm
you're her
sure.
dad,
I'm sure she
and-
showed mercy. We're old
and we're
and
your
feeble
dad.
now.
we're her dad's friends, so
Right.
yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah, she calls
what are you shaking your head
all
for?
of you uncle. So Uncle Jason, Uncle Cash, Uncle Omega, literally Uncle Omega, not Uncle Aaron.
That does not have a
Uncle
rhyme, a rhythm to it.
Well, it's better than Grandpa Cash, Grandpa Omega, Grandpa Jason.
Yeah,
Is it though?
Yes.
The uncles are always the creepy ones.
Yeah. We're the weird. Well, Jason's more like. Jason's like at least a trustworthy uncle. Like he's got kids too. Me and Mega like. You want to know what drugs are?
I keep a dog surviving.
My kids only call one of you uncle and call the other two of you Mr. Omega and Mr. Cash. I won't tell you who
Mr. Omega's
who,
good.
but that's what they call you, Mr. Omega.
Since there's
I'm
Kenny
Mr.
Omega
Omega.
now, if I ever made it, I would be Mr. Omega. Aaron.
Mr. Cash. I like that. I like it. All right. Well.
Unfortunately, that was more entertaining than the rest of this episode's gonna be.
So I didn't watch night one. I have seen the main event of night one. Orton and
wrestling
Cody.
aside.
Wrestling aside. So
was
I've seen some clips. So you guys are gonna have to let me know. I've seen the universal hatred for night one. Other than a few people that happen to be trainees of mine and Tim's who have strong wrestling opinions for someone who's it's JD. It's
Oh,
Duff.
I did see that.
Johnny Duff. Okay, Johnny Duff. Your comment
What's
about
his strange opinion here?
He
it
was
was-
night one.
let me pull this up.
We
just
don't want to
because-
misquote. We're not looking for a lawsuit here.
Johnny Duff.
I'll have
I
you
love
know that we have a lawyer on retainer to deal
Oh.
with people like you. He's not very
That
good,
reminds
and he
me.
doesn't have any law degrees.
I gotta put money in the shed for Johnny Duff.
Yeah. So
He mows my grass. He's has a lawn care company. There, we promoted his business.
There we
no
go.
judgment on this podcast.
Yeah. No, he just put after the night one ended because I saw your guys' notes throughout the group chat, so I knew it wasn't good. And he posted, if you didn't enjoy that show, you just want to sound cool, and you're not like at all. All right, dude.
He told us. I'm sure that's 10 times worse than what Fee gave us.
I mean, I don't think he meant us specifically, but like maybe you're just trying to be cool to be the guy saying it was good. Like, just you don't know what the hell you're talking about, Duff. Duff said. That's all I'm doing.
He's just hoping he gets a discount to be on that WWE club thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and I want to go ahead and mention now, before we get into this, that we are going to have a special sponsorship where you can be on the podcast. You will not get to speak, but you will be beside one of us, whoever's closer to you.
It'll be the
And you
fifth
will
camera
wear-
feed that'll be right outside of what's visible.
Yeah, and you have headphones, and you can talk if you want. It's not going to be on the podcast, but
Yeah.
we're calling
Yeah.
it Premium Access Pass. That's what WWE calls it. So, I mean, we completely came up with the idea ourselves.
Shit. Pack?
I'm sure
Right
he
up
ran
top.
that by legal, and our legal would have rubber stamped it for sure.
For sure. We
Caveat
have
to that,
stamps?
if you get the premium access, what is it called again?
Pass.
Premium
Access
pass, the PAP. If you get the PAP, look, if you
Sir, you can only
choose-
use that term in the medical sense.
when you get the PAP and you choose to sit next to me, you will be sitting outside of my house. My door will be locked, but just know, I know you're there.
It's
and-
$30,000, just so you guys,
Yeah,
for anyone
and-
wanting to do the pass.
I would prefer it if you left as quickly as possible, really. Like,
My Wi-Fi reaches outside, so that's where you'll be seated. You'll still be in the chat with us and in the video that's off screen. But
yeah.
So to tie this in with our review, did you guys know that? Did you see the names around the edge of the ring?
Yeah.
Draven said
Yeah,
people paid for it.
That's $30,000 for that in front row seats for both nights. It also counts for you get. I mean, like this matters, but SmackDown and Raw too. You get front row seats for all 4 events. You get your name on there. You get an entrance, and there's like a few meet and greet things or whatever. The guy who got to do commentary also has that, but paid something extra on top of $30,000.
Do we know what that is? Just so we're
No.
charging
Did he
relatively
have
on
to
scale.
did he have to audition for Bruce?
He is a
Entrepreneur.
entrepreneur from New York who's like into crypto, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So now I get that you're trying to be sarcastic. Well, not sarcastic, but I
No,
get that you
for
have a negative.
$30,000, you can have this podcast.
I get that you have a negative vibe about them
Did you say
selling
10,000?
30.
Oh, okay. Well, let's make
10
it 40
will talk.
so it splits better with 4 people.
Oh, good call.
So
let me
he was
play
trying to
devil's-
cut you out, Jason. Look at that.
I believe it.
Let me play devil's advocate for WWE selling every inch of space and airtime.
No, please don't.
We live in a world where there are no starving people and there are no people without homes. We live in a world where all of us can go freely purchase what we need to purchase for basic living necessities. Now, since we live in that world, I don't understand why it's a problem that somebody would spend $30,000 to have their name on a dirty mat that gets cut up, and then you get to annoy your friends with that for the rest of your life. But you don't have any friends, so really you're just annoying like whoever the poor pathetic bastard is that you've tricked into coming over your house to deliver a crate of merchandise that you've also paid too much for. Luckily, that poor bastard earns enough money to, buy his own house and have his own nice things. So,
Follow-up question.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is Johnny Duff one of them?
So Johnny Duff, that son of I don't know. I think he's a hardworking man. I think is what Johnny Duff is. He just, needs to cool it with acting like he's the super cool adult in the room.
He's mowing my yard tomorrow, so he
You let him know. You let him know. I talked some shit on him.
he is.
You need to put one bag out there so you can say that even though you're retired, you still got your boys carrying your bags.
I mean, I can leave any kind of note with the money because I leave it because I work 17 hours tomorrow.
Ooh,
But
leave a receipt saying you paid him.
that worked for you.
It works. It's a hard thing to argue.
Give them store credit to your house.
Yeah. All right. I guess we should review WrestleMania.
Well, yeah, talk of
Oh, holy
Oh.
shit. I was that
Draven
close
is
to
turning into
passing out.
Draven turned into a ghost.
Think I have a new kink now.
All right, so we are live. Well, we're not. They were live from Paradise, Nevada, and this was originally supposed to be in New Orleans, and it was not. So we're in Vegas for night 1, night 2. The show kicks off night 1. I'm sure there was like a big video. How was the video, the build-up video for night 1 to kick it off? They always seem to do pretty good about fair. Okay.
It wasn't. I mean, it was what you expected. It wasn't anything that blew my mind. It wasn't anything terrible.
So night 2, because you watched all night 2.
Yeah.
Cash,
Yeah.
where it started with the Lin-Manuel Miranda thing. It was the same thing, only it was for night 1.
Okay. Yeah, it was fair. Yeah, it was all right. But John Cena is our host for WrestleMania weekend, so he starts the night off hyping up the crowd, and then we get our first match, LA Knight and the Usos taking on The Vision, Logan Paul and Austin Theory, along with Ice Show Speed in a 6-man tag. Tim, you want to start us off with your thoughts on this match?
Not going to be a lot of them. It was so we could get the YouTuber onto the show and protect him, where he didn't have to do a ton, and also squeeze the Usos and the Vision in there because all their stuff fell apart a long time ago. The elbow or frog splash Speed did from the top rope to the outside is gave it a whole star extra for me because that's basically what the match was for anyway, and I give it 2.5 stars.
Okay.
So my
It was
review
a
of this
wrestling
match Has nothing to do with the match. Did you guys know that the name I Show Speed is like I Show Speed? I always thought it was like I Show is just a weird. Okay. Anyways, this match was dog shit. So next.
What's your stars? What's dog shit mean? Like how much dog shit?
1.5 dog shits.
Okay. Jason?
Uh, the entrance was nice. They were like, "Listen, LA Knight, we can't do anything with you. You're never getting a title shot, but we're going to give you this truck that has your name on the side of it because I'm sure they tried to raffle it off for so many thousands of dollars and no one else was interested."
It was probably
I'm
already
happy
paid for
that
by
when he
some
climbed
fan.
up on top of the truck, he didn't fall off because the
He's
man has
not-
a tendency to slip on all kinds
Knowing
of
how
stuff.
He's
knowing
not
how cheap
nimble.
TKO is nowadays, that's probably his personal truck that he brought from home and put the wrap on himself.
They provided zero transportation and he drove straight into the arena.
And they would not pay gas mileage.
Yeah, I could not tell you one spot that happened during the actual match. Up in
The frog spot.
and it was almost a double frog splash. He was in the air for so long. I like the way they filmed it with the drone angle of it
Great
instead
shot.
of it just
Great
being the
shot.
normal one. And that was the only moment of all of night one to be featured on ESPN's top 10 the next day. So
Wow.
that tells you what you need to know about that.
So what was your rating?
Yeah, so it gets the 1 because the only thing I can remember is the the jump itself.
So one dog
And
shit.
Yeah.
So one dog shit.
Wow.
Draven gave it 1.5 dog shits, and Tim gave it 2.5 stars. So we need to figure out what the exchange rate for dog shit and stars is.
Apparently, we'll have to figure it out. 4 dog shits equals a star.
So this was one of those matches. Well, let me just say this, and I think because
Here we go. I got it figured out. Anything under below 2 stars is rated in dog shits.
Okay, I like that.
Stars
That
didn't
works.
start till 2. That makes
Right,
sense.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that works. So, my thoughts after seeing the backlash from night one and
No, backlash
just
is next month.
thank you, thanks, and just from the way these WWE big events are 2 nights, night one needs to be free. It needs to be whatever service it is, make it free, make it to where
What
anybody
world do
can
you
watch
live
it.
in, silly?
Yeah.
But like, if you're gonna treat night one as, to me, just going down through the list here, it seems like the throwaway show.
So I don't know
Clearly,
how true this is. I saw people talking about that the nights were basically split by what TKO wanted and what Triple H wanted, and as an example, company wide of what's working and what's not.
yeah,
Because all the YouTubers, all
okay.
the celebrities
That's a
were all on night
real
one.
reach.
I
That's
don't
just
know. That might be.
that's just what I say. If you look, it looks like it kind of.
I know that we have now officially talked about the first match, double the length of time the first match was.
And triple that it deserves.
So yeah, I am living in a fantasy world where they're gonna do something where they're not profiting direct, but it still would be profiting. You get, you load up the advertisement for that because everyone's gonna be watching it.
More than that.
There's no way to load up something that's maximum already.
Well,
Spilling over.
but you can have all your, use night one to kind of be your hype machine. Just the matches that really don't, like, if there was just like a one night Mania, you could have just went with night two for this. Like, you wouldn't have needed really anything from night one. That you couldn't have just got around to at the next show. So I think that, like, the 2 night thing would be improved by just making one night more of like your kickoff for WrestleMania, and just present it as this free.
I'll tell you
At
a
least
way
gives
more
to
simple
me, it gives
way
a reason to have this.
a way more simple reason to have 2 separate. If you had a hard brand split and one night was Raw's WrestleMania and one night was SmackDown's.
Yeah, I mean that too. And then it would really show, like, if there was like a big disparity in the talent and like because if you like had 2 different creative teams, whatever, like you could kind of really see if there was like disparity between the product. Like it would be competition within the company itself to make everything better because you'd have two competing, like legit behind the scenes, two competing things too. So, all right. Up next was Fatu versus Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match. So, Draven, we'll start with you. What were your thoughts on this one?
I have almost no thoughts. I missed a little bit of it, but what I did see was just basic, normal street fight, nothing special. Why was it unsanctioned? Why was it on ESPN, more importantly?
I was going to ask you guys that. So the six man being on ESPN makes sense to me, just from a who
Hmm.
was involved, what kind of match
Mhm.
it's going to be.
Both the matches the next night make sense too. This is the only one of the four.
Would it have made more sense to have like AJ and Becky or Liv and Stephanie on in that role?
AJ and Becky, someone else said this somewhere, but they make sense too because ESPN, that's part of Becky's gimmick.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
so
yeah.
Uh,
This match to me felt like it shouldn't have been on the their give like kind of a free thing.
Now, if the match would have been more than what we got, then it makes sense for it to be the thing to lead into, oh shit, if this is what was on TV, what's coming next? But
like the wrench
instead,
to the forehead and no blood. Come
we
on.
got, yeah, and I don't want to say, well, AEW bleeds for, I mean, because they bleed in every match for no reason, always. But again, 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, we're fighting in the back and we go up on the side of a building or whatever, and the next over on the other side of the fence, and they knock each other off the railing. And of course, we don't see them hit or anything. But if that's what you did just in a lead up to it, I didn't know what they could do, especially with it being daylight during the match. But when I saw the two pillars that they had in front of the actual stage that looked like they had a walkway around them, I instantly assumed that they were going to end up there again because that's what they did on SmackDown and could have did. But I don't know a logistical way that we wouldn't be talking about. Oh, they clearly fell onto a airbag or something like that with it being so well lit for
Alive.
the daylight. So, but I just think it needed more. I mean, you had a man get handcuffed to a turnbuckle the week before and beat. Like it just honestly, it just felt like a Sin City street fight from any random SmackDown episode. It was nothing of anything.
So
What were
Draven,
you?
what's your
Yeah,
rating?
stars. Yeah.
I gave it 2.
Jason?
Yeah, I gave it 2 also.
Okay. So Tim, your thoughts on the match and your rating?
So when me and Fee talked about this match and it being free on ESPN, we talked about stuff, and I said the problem with it being on ESPN is that it won't be super bloody, and I think it should be super bloody. And Fee goes, they can still show blood on ESPN. I was like, they won't. Like, and then when they started using the wrench, I looked at Fee and I said, I think I'm wrong because I thought for sure because he took the end of the wrench and dug it into someone's forehead and then didn't bleed, which just make why even do the spot? Like that's weird. Um, and I mean, so there's nothing fundamentally wrong with the match. Like, I think everything they did was good. Most of it looked pretty cool. It was very stiff and all that. But again, yeah, like you guys said, just didn't go far enough to what this feud needed. So I give it 2 and 3/4 stars actually, because I thought what we got was good, but we just didn't get enough of it.
Outside of the two main events, was there any other bloodshed either night?
No, just the mains,
So wonder if that played into it as well?
maybe.
Because that's all the more reason to have this match on like the main, not free first hour and have like Becky and AJ
Yeah.
on in the first hour. Because now you could have this as an unsanctioned that's bloody, you know.
Right.
So yeah, it seems like they really like clipped the wings of any potential this match had just from the positioning of it. Um,
Now, here's a question as a worker. If you're say Drew and they say, "Hey, we can give you 20 on the main card and it can be bloody, or you can be on ESPN and you're getting 12. What do you want?" Because that's a tough call. I mean,
I
Drew's
get
already
20 on the
Drew.
main
I
card.
want a main
See,
card.
Drew's already Drew, so 20 on the main card. But if you're an up and coming guy, you want ESPN, right? You want to be
But
the one that
Uh,
everybody sees, like Javon Evans. would want to be on ESPN, I would guess, even if his
Yeah.
match is.
But what are you
shorter and
putting
less.
on ESPN? I wouldn't want to put something that I don't want my stamp on. If it has to be that watered down to be on there, I wouldn't want that opportunity
mean-
anyways.
The match wasn't bad. It's not like they did anything wrong.
I wouldn't have, like, it's not going to impress anybody. It's not. You're not going to stick in
Well,
any
you
of
gotta
those
think you're
ESPN
trying to-
viewers' minds.
Well, those people haven't seen the things we've seen. That was probably crazy to a lot of normies, like the tables and the
I think that table breaking and all that stuff's broken through more than just wrestling. I think people are generally aware of it. Like football has a whole thing around the Bills Mafia and fans breaking tables before football games.
Yeah, I think I'd want the 20 minutes in the main, second hour on, just so I could have more freedom of the match. Like we could do
Yeah.
more.
we are artistes, though.
Yeah.
Real world implications, especially for Drew. So apparently he left and went straight to start filming for the Highlander movie. So then is there an
love
issue
Highlander.
of I'll take the 20 minutes where we can go balls to the wall, but if I get busted somehow and now I can't film,
Great
That's a very
point.
good point.
I didn't even
Great
think about
point.
that until you posed that maybe that was part of it, but I mean, it still could have got
Still could've
Jacob
gotten-
bloodied up.
He still well. It also could have. I mean, doing that match in general, if you have something important like that, it's not just about a gig. A gig will go away quick, but like
Yeah.
a black eye, a broken nose, something like that would really.
Yeah, I
ruin
mean,
your filming.
makeup could get rid of the
Gig would be
cut,
nothing. It's
Yeah.
gone in a couple days. So or
Um,
makeup, yeah.
There can be only one.
It's a great show. Great show.
So question for you guys about this match. Were either of these guys' entrances sponsored by anybody? Did either of them have like a little tie-in to a product?
I'm sure
I
they
don't think
did.
so,
We're
no.
just numb to it.
Jacob
Yeah.
had two guys twirling fire
Fire. Yeah.
in like the dress skirts, and then he came out in like a flak jacket with his wolf mask on his back.
But they didn't
That wasn't a
have
gig.
like this match presented by Alpo.
Well, every match they have the graphics on the post and on the aprons and stuff. So, but I don't think any more than anything else or anything we
And
would.
Drew
notice
came out
that
with a
made us know.
sword, but it didn't have like a Slim Jim logo on it.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I was like, this is unsanctioned. Just use the sword. You
Which-
really hate this guy. Keep the sword.
He did dive on him and knock it out of his hand straight out
Yes.
the gate.
But he
Yeah.
uses
But
it
they
like
got
Triple
rid of
H with
sword.
the sledgehammer. He just uses the base of the sword as a blunt force shot.
No, the end of the blade. Because Triple H held the end of the hammer. So
Stabs through his
He
hand.
has to wear a special glove to protect himself doing the
Yeah.
shot.
The reason I ask is because I thought it would have been funny if it was like an unsanctioned match sponsored by name a product, and then
Fruity Pebbles.
you'd be like, so did Drew and Fatu get any of that? Like, how does this work with like WWE? We're not promoting this match. We're not sanctioning this match.
Right.
We're not. Yeah, we
Well,
supplied the
how-
entrances and we supplied the music and everything else, but
And we accepted a sponsor. Yeah.
yeah.
I never thought about that, but yeah.
Because I forget what match it was that was shit, I just lost it again. It was somebody was sponsored by Mortal Kombat.
Penta.
Oh, Penta was.
Was it Penta? Okay.
Which was a good one because I was just like, oh, that's a cool mask as he's coming
It
out.
was
And then
like
they
an
tell me, I was like,
entrance
oh,
tie-in, yeah. That one
Yeah.
was,
Okay, well that's
that one was a
They-
little more fluid.
and
They
as long
should
as
have
it
had all
looks cool.
6 of them with a tie-in.
Didn't half of them not even get an entrance?
yeah.
JD and Rusev just
Is that the match that started with guys in the ring already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're not there yet.
Yeah. Okay, so up next for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships Fatal 4-Way, the defending champs, the Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax and Lash Legend,
Also
taking
known
on
as Femolition in the group chat.
Femolition. Femolition, taking on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, Bailey and Lyra Valkyrie, and the Bella Twins, kind of, asterisk. So, Jason, we'll start with you for this one. Your thoughts on this one?
the wrong people won.
Well,
Like,
that's what I predicted. So the right.
No.
In what sense?
The tag champs should have retained. I am happy they weren't a part of the finish. so that there can at least be a run back on that part. But like, to give it to the clearly thrown together at the last second team just is boggling. Like, I don't know
The
what
old
the
school
thought process.
promoter point of view on that is when you have to do a substitution, you give them the title change or the win to that substitution as like a
Make it look
boost. People don't
legit.
remember the one that wasn't there because they got something cool. They got the result they wanted.
Yeah, but no one wanted that result, I don't think, except for Tim.
I mean, I didn't want that result.
The match was sloppy, I thought, as far as the actual match goes. And so that I just think that the brute strength of the champ should have just weighed out and been like, screw all this. And they should have shot on everyone, I guess, is what I'm getting at.
Especially when you're putting Demolition in the Hall of Fame and then you have them come out in the Demolition knockoff gear and then make them lose. That's a fucking dumb tie-in.
And how badly kept was the secret that Paige signed on Friday or whatever?
Yeah,
like,
that was
it's
dumb.
only been a day. You guys couldn't have kept that a secret for
24
just
hours
to make it a big thing?
They kept CM Punk, I mean, pretty airtight. I mean,
yeah.
the guys in the ring didn't know some of them.
Right. So I just think that's weird that they went ahead and also blew the fact that could have been a big selling point of, well, hell, we should have turned into Mania because see what happened? Never can tell what's going to happen. Instead, it's, oh, well, we heard about this yesterday, so we just have to assume.
Right. So what's your rating?
I will give it a 1.5 dog shits.
Okay.
I love it.
Who wants to go next?
I gave this.
It.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. So here's how I got the winner. And once I told Fee how I got it, she went, I wish I would have picked the Bellas too. So my logic was the Bellas were the only women's tag team in the Divas era ever and never, ever
That's
got to hold
not
the
true?
straps. And that, well, I mean, really, like full time, you associate two women together their whole career. There's not like teams that were.
If
real
it weren't
teams.
for The Undertaker, we would always remember Lay Cool when we think of Michelle McCool.
They're probably second, actually. I mean, like, is probably them. But really, and they don't have a tag team thing, and the Bellas are such like media people that they want to have the Bellas win the title one time so that they can say they were women's tag team champions. That's my only logic of picking them.
I will be fine if this leads to Michelle McCool and Layla coming back. I like me some Layla. Some things about her.
It's funny because I always tell Fee, like, because she doesn't know Paige. She never watched Paige in WWE. Is before her time. And she saw, like, maybe a match in AEW because she didn't have many. And she's like, how good is she? And I was like, she's good, you know. And then I watch her, and then I have to explain to Fee, well, she was good for that time. It's the same thing I had to do with AJ Lee. Because when AJ came back, I built her up to Fee. I was like, man, she's great. You'll be impressed. And then she wrestles, and I'm like, well, for that time, she was great. Here, she's below, like, the top tier. I think AJ Lee isn't one of the top tier women they have, and Paige definitely isn't one of the top tier. She's even below that, maybe. But like, and they were the best we had in the day. So just by comparison, and they are older. Maybe they've lost a step, especially AJ Lee. She seems like she's just kind of rusty, but like they are not what we remembered.
So, well, first, what's your star rating?
Oh, 1.5 dog.
So dog shits. And then follow-up question to your logic behind your pick.
Okay.
What is Nikki Bella's injury?
Ankle.
So she probably won't be out too long.
No.
Okay.
And they're going to
say if
they're
the
going
logic,
to have Paige get jumped, and then they're going to have a singles match for who's her partner probably. But
cool.
So, Draven, your thoughts and your rating?
I gave it 2 stars, and that's being generous, but that's mostly for... I did like the moment with Paige coming back. It would have been much better if it was a surprise, but the crowd was still into it. And then Femolition's gear was sweet. I agree with Jason. They should have went over. They were the best option to go over, even if I wouldn't have got a point, even if they did go over, because I messed up and thought the Bellas were being replaced, or else I would have went with the Bellas. But I'm not mad about that. There's no salty feelings here. Nobody cares.
Yeah, I can tell that your rage isn't boiling over right now.
Yeah.
All right, so 2 stars. Jason, you gave it 2.
No,
No, 1.5.
1.5.
Also,
Same
Tim and Jason 1.5 dog shits. That's
Okay.
pretty shocking that Draven
I
was
know.
higher than you two.
I thought he was going to go 1. That was my
Yeah.
thought. I was like, Draven will say 1.
So yeah, I'll kind of just repeat what you guys said. To me, Tim's logic
It's not the logic I would use, but it's the logic I thought WWE would
yeah.
use.
I thought that was the worst possible outcome. Like,
I agree.
the only non-team, Bailey and Lyra have actually, have at least teamed up several times in the past. Charlotte and Alexa have had their team thing going for a while. And then, of course, the Femolition, are the taps and a legit team. So just the tired trope of WWE putting the tag titles on a mishmash thrown together tag team.
Well, this was mishmashed, by an injury, not on purpose. Like, they didn't want to do a mishmash team. They
But
just wanted
you
to get
didn't-
Paige.
And the replacement makes sense
But-
because it was one of the Total Divas with them, and they're all BFFs
Well, no,
and stuff.
the replacement's completely fine if you're gonna, but just to put the titles on them, we didn't like.
Mm.
There's no need for that.
You're starting from a position of these titles having meaning.
Well, they're never going to have meaning though. Like, you
Yeah.
have
They
to do
don't
something
want them
give
to have meaning. Then they would have to try and placate everyone because everything has meaning. They don't want things to have meaning.
I mean,
but
Alexa and Charlotte weren't disappointed to lose this. I guarantee it.
you can still get to the same payoff that Tim's talking about, though, where so now you have the Bellas blame Paige for not winning the tag titles, turn on her, get over his heels, and then go after
No,
Bayley
I don't
and
think
Lyra.
I don't think Triple H would want to subject us to a Nikki Bella versus Paige match.
Ugh.
I 1000% think TKO would.
Do you think they're that
Hey,
in
Yes.
the weeds on everything being booked?
Yes,
keep looking at my theory that TKO booked this first show.
that makes
And
so
you'll-
much sense to me when you said
If
it.
you look at it, you think, oh yeah. If you look at the top 6 matches TKO would want, they are this 6 besides maybe the main event on the other show. Roman.
Yeah.
That's all
I
Triple H was able to
100% am buying
They
into this.
they would
theory.
100% want Jade and Rhea. They wouldn't want Liv and Stephanie. That's not the TKO.
They want Liv for the music video.
They definitely want Liv.
God
Liv's
damn
their
it!
big-
I hate being immediately refuted with irrefutable evidence.
with logic. Yeah. Well, no, Liv's their pick. Rhea's not mainstream look for them. Guess who is? Liv.
She's gonna.
So that's why
doesn't
TKO
she have
wanted
like
to
a
go
big
with that.
movie still coming out or something?
Yeah,
Or
she's got a
that-
movie. She's got that music video.
So what's
like-
handpicked about Jacob and Drew?
That one confuses me.
I think they wanted something with star power
like a crash.
and car crashing,
Yeah.
but they didn't want to give, you know what I mean? And the other one's Finn Balor and the Demon, and that's too weird for TKO. And when we get to that, please let me
Kind
be
of surprised
first.
they didn't put the ladder match on that spot then.
They did. Second night.
the second
night, you're
But
right. Yeah.
that would
yeah.
be the one that's not booked by TKO, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying they wanted a car crash match, and it's a coin flip whether they got the ladder or they got that.
Yes.
And Triple H, if he
Well,
could steal
then
one,
I don't
he'd
think
probably
I
steal
understand the
ladder.
premise. If they're picking and choosing what matches and they don't matter, then how did one book the stuff leading up to all this and all? Like, I don't understand how they're booked separately.
I don't get what you're
TKO
saying.
has stock in the Highlander movie, and so they wanted one of their stars so that when they start
Mhm.
featuring commercials and stuff to get you into the theater,
There it
the
is.
Rock is
There
a-
it is.
that's
Drew's
the
a
logic I
Rock
can
guy.
give you. I don't think it's true, but that's the logic I can give you for why.
And Drew's
Yeah,
a Rock
Drew's
guy.
yeah.
He's a hard, like Rock was the one who brought him his contract and puts him over in videos. The Rock and Drew are super tight.
This
So
is
there's
news
another
to
tie
me.
with
It
TKO.
sounds made up.
Oh, really? Yeah. But
And
he,
if you're
You're like, oh
assuming-
yeah, really? Like you're getting like
You're-
confrontational right now.
no, and I forgot about this.
You're like,
Whenever
Drew's
Drew
my
signed his
friend. Here's
contract-
the video.
No, when Drew signed his contract with the Rock with TKO, it was with the Rock, and the Rock brought him a sword and presented him this special sword. Like,
now
he's in
you're
big time.
definitely just making things up.
Well, and so the Raw Fallout includes Fatu being positioned as Roman's next big challenger. So why not get your guy that's going to be, the next big challenge for Roman in front of like the ESPN audience? And so, yeah, I'm buying in what Tim's selling.
Not me. I just saw it, but it kind of makes sense. I'm not even
Oh,
100% buying.
Like, now that I've said all that, I don't.
Where
agree
did
with
you
any
learn
of it.
how to do journalism like this? Oh, that's not what I believe. I'm just going to toss this grenade and leave the fucking
That's
building.
Yeah.
called podcasting.
Well, I just thought it was interesting, and I thought, yeah, it kind of makes sense to me. But as we go through it, I'll tell you by the end if I'm 100% sold or not.
Well, up next on the TKO card is AJ.
That
is
is
for
in.
is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. AJ Lee defending against Becky Lynch. So Tim, we'll start with you for this one. Thoughts?
Fart noise. AJ Lee, like I said earlier, kind of alluded to, is not as good as I remember. Maybe she's just rusty, but her timing's terrible. Like, she is stopping and waiting, having to rush. She is just like, she just looks green, which I mean, but maybe she was always that bad, and I just, because she was wrestling, Jillian Hall. Love Jillian Hall as a person. She's friendly with her, but she's not, that was that era. So maybe it's why we think AJ Lee is good. And Becky tried. It was too short, clearly too short. So I give it 1.5 again.
1.5. What now?
Okay.
Dog shits.
There we go.
Jason.
So let's start with the entrances. We got a live entrance for a song that no one still really knows. That's the new Becky Lynch theme song.
By the Wonder Years.
And we did not get Jason, we did not get a live entrance. We got a guy pretending.
And that's where I was going. And clearly, when he missed the first or whatever at the beginning of the song, it was completely off. And so clearly, he was not actually singing. Then he tried to follow her down the ramp and about stepped on her jacket. So then we got Bianca coming out with the kids jump roping. No, we got AJ coming out with kids skipping. That's what happened.
You worked me.
We've seen that entrance before.
Okay.
Did you see the one kid ran off?
Yeah.
She was like, she got partway out and was like, nope.
I'm not doing this.
She was the littlest one.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
If nothing else, now we should be excited because we got AJ Lee, Paige, and the Bellas, the original four horsewomen, as everyone has always called them, apparently, because that's what they've been posting all over social media.
So that's what they're doing. Ooh.
To which Bailey posted, "No one has ever heard of this ever."
Literally no one has ever said that.
And I feel like they said it on the show, but they called them the four horse work women.
Something like sounds
that. Because
dirty.
when it happened,
I think we might have to censor that.
Horse work
women. Something like that.
It depends where you combine the words, really.
However it was.
Horsework women.
And then they went out and really showed us.
Horsewomen work.
Was terrible.
The four horsewomen.
Four horse.
Why does that not work as well as the four horsemen?
Four women working horses.
If you say the four horsemen, I picture Arn Anderson. It all makes sense to me. If you say four horsewomen, I'm like imagining four big horses.
You're imagining a female
horses. Bojack Horseman. Oh, he would have been so much better than Mongo.
Huh. Yeah, I can't tell you anything that happened during the match.
All right, so in that case, star rating.
I remember only the botches.
I watched it. I know it happened, so I guess that gives it a 1 dog shit.
It existed. 1 dog shits for existence.
Congratulations, you were here.
Right.
Wait, and so that was for which belt?
Intercontinental.
Okay, so I did see someone post this. The belt's only been around for like a year. This is already Becky's 3rd time holding it. So this belt also means nothing.
Okay. Draven.
I am happy they spiced up this boring ass match with whatever the angle is with Jessica Carr. I always like when a worker, when they have to like stop working because all they get offered is referee work. I love when they get a chance after that to go back to being a worker. So that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
The match though, not pretty cool. It was actually pretty bad. At least they kept it short. I'll go 1.75 dog shits.
1.7.
Well, even speaking to what you did like about it with the Jessica Carr thing, they've been teasing us for months, weeks, whatever, but she still counted the
Years,
fight
maybe.
out,
Time
and
works.
nothing ever happened with it.
So they're going to give Jessica Carr a match against Becky? Is that
Now,
what
I
if
think
she
so.
would have cost her the win, then all right, they get to fight at Backlash, but she still won the belt.
I
Yeah.
do think there is a path to where this actually is their way to transition her into a worker full time because it feels
I
like a
think so,
Vince
too.
thing to shut her down.
For
Now
what it's
Triple H
worth,
will
she
give her
was
a
a foot
chance.
taller than both of the workers in the match, it felt like.
I've seen some of her stuff. She seems decent.
So after the women's intercontinental match, we have Gunther and Seth Rollins. Tim? We'll start with you on this one.
I said this in the group chat. We're gonna let him start because he owes us an apology for how strongly he hyped this match last in the preview episode.
Well, you're about to be surprised because I love this match besides the finish.
Okay.
I knew that was the finish it was going to be even, and I still loved the match. I thought it was really good. I think their style. I hope we get to see more of Seth and Gunther. But that finish was terrible. And Seth, why would he not back bump on the spear? What was the deal? He did it twice on the one that like cost him the match. He was near the barricade and he did a weird turn, and it looks bad. Instead of just taking a flat back, he kind of turns like he's scared of it. And then on the ramp, he does the same thing, and it made it look terrible.
It made it almost look like Braun completely like almost missed him. Like he had to reach his arm way out.
Maybe
But
they're
if he
doing
would've
that on
took this-
purpose because Braun's coming back from a neck injury, so they're making
Well,
sure he's got a
Braun-
wide clearance.
Well, he hit it. He hit
Well,
it normal last night.
Well, Seth, I'm not even Braun. Braun could do the exact same thing he did. Just Seth has to take a back bump. Like he didn't take a back bump.
Yeah, he
for
took
either of
one
them.
on Raw.
Oh, I didn't see Raw, but
Yeah.
watch both the WrestleMania ones. He
Well,
turns to his
they probably
side.
told him, "Hey, listen,
Yeah, right.
don't
Why are
make
you
it look like this
why are
again."
you flare bumping?
Yeah, it was weird, and it just made him look non-impact because it was slow too. Because you know the difference when you turn and try to take a bump compared to when you actually snap back. Like it just makes he's way behind Bronson. Like Bronson's already here and gone, and Seth's kind of turning like after the fact. It just looks
that
like
make-
someone hit him, gut punched him, and he kind of buckled over.
So if he would have taken him normal, would it have made the ending better for you, or did that make the ending bad, or was it just the idea of the ending?
No, but I mean both. The fact that that is a crappy ending, and the fact that they didn't even pull off the crappy ending very good, sucks. But I still give the match 3 3/4 stars. I love what
Holy
we got.
shit! Are you kidding me?
No, watch it. It's a good match.
I want Jason to go next just to see how far off I am here.
All right, Jason.
Yeah, no, I didn't get the feelings you got during this match.
Mm.
Like, I assumed Braun was going to come out, but I figured there would have been at least something if we know this match was thrown together because everyone else was injured, so this is how we ended up where we're at. But if on the back end of this we assume there's going to be vision issues with Gunther trying to get the match against Lesnar, for there not to be a, hey, I'm the one that actually speared him, some sort of thing between Braun and him, at least even if they just saw each other, he saw him hit him or something, to where they're like, you can't come to us next tomorrow night and say you beat him. You wouldn't have beat him if it wasn't for me coming out and spearing him. So storyline, the ending I thought was weird. That also Jey Uso is apparently better when it comes to doing submission holds on Gunther, because Seth definitely had it on longer than 3 seconds, and he still was able
His
to find the rope.
tattoos are abrasive on his arm.
Yeah,
Jey's
yeah.
arm, so.
I shouldn't have laughed at that.
That must be it. Yeah, no, I just did not get into it at all. Just didn't. I'll give it 2, and that's it. And I think that maybe if the spear would have looked better running down the ramp, it might have got higher just for that. But again, it looked bad. The replays on it looked bad. They couldn't find a good angle to make it look better.
They tried.
Yeah,
They tried a bunch of angles.
I'll go 2.
Okay.
So again, Vance, what was your star rating?
3 3/4.
3/4.
Did you not tell us that the floor for this match was 4 stars?
Yeah, and if the match would have not involved other people, it would have been. If they had any finish, I don't care what it was, these two in a match. But Braun coming out took it that far down. I would if they would have had any finish at all, I didn't care what it was. Double count out, I would have gave this 4 stars.
It's not necessarily that this match was bad. It was just boring. There were a few clever sequences that were good and everything, but like there was nothing there. Jason was bored. I was bored. I got 2.25 stars.
All right.
So if we take an average, if we take the average of the 3 of us, it's not even 3. It's not even 3.
Cash
Well,
would
this-
appreciate more than both
Therefore-
of you.
Take the floor with your apology.
No. Just because you guys are wrong doesn't mean I need to apologize.
No, but even your rating didn't get to the floor you said it would.
Like I said, them alone, it would have.
Cash,
Those two are
You're the
They're
bailiff and the
4.
jury.
Is 4.
This will be the match that I have to watch from night 1. This is the one match I'm going to track down and find from night 1 because I feel like I'm probably the biggest Gunther mark out of the 4 of us.
I'm up there.
And I like Seth.
I think after hearing the debate, though, you're going to go in with a mind looking for a good match or a bad match. If you just watched it in the moment without any expectation, I think you'd be closer to me and Jason.
He's already making excuses then because you're going to like the match. You hear that?
Well, I'll still check
I think
it out.
he's going to come back and be like, well, you gave the women's 4-way tag match 2 stars and you gave this 2.25. You don't think this was that much better? I think that's what he would come back
luckily
with.
for you, I'm not going to track down the women's tag match to watch it.
Oh, it's a package deal.
Right.
I am
it.
not watching this whole show.
We will all
Story.
watch night 1 again.
We'll do a watch along.
I'll just put it on my phone and I'll hold it here and we'll all watch it.
Okay. After this one, we had the Women's World Championship. Stephanie Vakir defending against Liv Morgan. Jason, start us off with this one.
So my feed went out, so I missed the live reenactment of the music video at the beginning. So
you give this 5 stars.
yeah, I didn't have to sit through that again.
I actually enjoyed it.
The song is terrible, and I am
Not when it's her out there gyrating.
not
to
ashamed of liking pop music and things like that, but just
Yeah,
again,
I'm not ashamed of it. Like if I like a Taylor Swift song,
right,
I like
but
it.
this
I don't
ain't
care.
it.
But this ain't it.
And I love that every time Liv's on TV, Keisha just rags on her hair. She's like, she just needs to get these nasty extensions taken out, or she needs to go to someone who knows how to put them on, because clearly this is not her hair and she just looks trashy every time she's on screen. The match was good, though. It was what we expected. I assumed there was going to be. It was too short to get bad. How about that? The interference from the outside was expected. I didn't assume she was going to win the belt, even though she has the new music video. I thought maybe that was we're doing this for you instead. But apparently we don't have any tours of Latin America or anything coming up that we need to have a diverse champion. So, right? Isn't that how that works?
Probably, yeah.
Pretty
you
much.
Correct.
Making sure.
We're going to Europe, son.
Yeah.
Star rating?
But the World Cup's coming to us this year, so we don't need to be. I would give that. What did I say then? I think it was a 3. It existed, and we'll give it a 3. I feel like everything's been too much dog shit tonight. So
Wait, so AJ and Becky got a 1 because it existed. Stephanie and Liv get a 3 because it existed. So what
Well,
made
everything
Stephanie?
exists that he rates, technically.
Yeah, but that
True
was his reason for the
story.
ratings.
That's
So
how
what?
I rate things.
What brings it up 2 points?
About this much extra, my drink's gone.
On
An
you.
honest man.
Tim, your thoughts?
It was good for what it was. I knew it was going to be short whenever they went straight into the Devil's Kiss spot because I was like, "Wow, we're going home quick," and I was correct. And what we got was good. I hated the entrance. I'm unlike Omega. Seeing watching it, I felt embarrassed that this was wrestling. I get that way I'm like, and there's another moment coming up that I was embarrassed to
I know
be a
which one
friend,
you're.
be
I
a
know.
friend of that man.
I
Sir,
know which one you're
sir,
talking about.
you once accosted a clown on a tricycle.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
beat
think.
him bloody
Yeah, murdered that clown.
and used his shoot name. I didn't
Uh,
even use his gimmick name. I was like, no.
star rating.
2 3/4. I was a little below Jason, but
All right, real quick for Draven. So this was the second shortest match of the 2 nights. So yeah, this one definitely
and
looks like it
time
went.
hurted immensely. If they would continued at this pace for me, they could have easily squeezed another star out of the potentially what these women can do. But
All right, so Draven, you dug the entrance.
I did. I dug the entrance. The song's grown on me. It's grown on me. It's gonna grow on you too. Trust me. So I have similar opinions. What we got was good. Just it was short, but I do think there was a specific reason for that. I still think Liv's head is fucked up from that collision. So I think they purposely gave them the shortest amount of time they could get away with to limit the possibility of her getting a concussion or fucking her head up any worse.
agreed.
sense.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. Star rating.
3.25. I think I'm the highest on that one.
I think so.
Yeah.
Tim was 3.
No,
It was,
I was
what
2
they gave us
3/4.
was
2.
solid. What they gave us was
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah, I mean, I really like both of these two. To me, are like just really, really good workers. I think Liv
Yeah.
is underrated as an actual in-ring worker.
See, both of these women are better than Paige and AJ Lee.
By far.
So,
Yeah.
question about that. Going back, I was going to ask, and I forgot. So I know we just said this was the second shortest match on the show, but I do think Draven's probably it's a good call there. Do you feel like back in the day too, when Paige and AJ Lee were like, we looked at them as like two of the better ones? Do you think the shorter match lengths back then for the women had anything to do with that? Because I don't remember them going like they weren't given time like women today are.
Paige was given a lot
That's
of
a
time
good
in
point.
NXT where she first got her buzz, though. Triple H was booking
In
her.
NXT, yeah. But once you got to the main roster, like it was probably the same, under 6-minute matches.
Yeah.
So now that AJ Lee's having to do a fuller match, it's probably plus she's been gone for so long, So, all right. So then, before we get to the main event, John Cena comes out to give the announcement to the crowd. The attendance for night one,
With or
50,000.
with or without baby.
I don't know how that's counted.
17 is with baby, 16 is without. I remember
Yeah.
the number.
So
I don't remember the whole number, but
50,816 is the number. But
17 with
They're
baby.
really papering this building one fetus at a time.
yeah.
John Cena is pro-life. He was like, "You pregnant? That's a life. All right,
That's
we're
a
counting
person. Yeah, he made a strong statement about
Yeah,
it.
right.
it." And
Without
he
realizing
owes
it.
$600 for his seat.
So yeah, that leads to Bianca.
Yeah, she got a bill
Belair.
for that baby being a mania.
Oh yeah.
As for a reveal of showing like a pregnant stomach, she still looked in such good shape. It didn't even really look like she was pregnant. So it's like,
I called it in the entrance
yeah,
to
I
this
was
house.
Keisha. She said she doesn't have her braid in, and she looks a little puffy. She's pregnant.
I said when she first came out, was on the stage. I looked at them. I said she's covering herself up, and she looks a little puffy. I said I bet she's pregnant, and they were like maybe. I talked them into it before she said it. When she got in the ring, they were like, I bet you're right. I bet you're right. And
This shows how much I tune this bullshit out because I'm so used to all the commercials and ads and everything. I really don't look up from my phone until a match is in the fucking ring most of the time.
Baby brought to you by Capital One. Capital One, you earn points.
We'll give the baby a credit card.
I said WrestleMania was a little over advertised this year, and it showed like her revealing the baby, and they had like a Capital One card across the stomach.
So I caught on way later than you guys. I wasn't paying attention until she was in the ring and all that.
Yeah. So good. That's cool. Her and Montez Ford expecting a child.
Well, you're assuming, but okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't know we were gonna be.
There's no law that says it has to be
Speculative.
her husband. There's no law
Yeah.
I'm aware of.
Didn't she say? Me and
No,
my
she
husband,
said
Montez Ford?
she said I'm pregnant without any
Oh, okay.
male interaction.
I'm pregnant from male interaction.
it could be
What
like,
an announcement!
virgin birth.
Yeah.
They're really trying to get that religious demo.
So up next, speaking of religious experiences, Cody Rhodes taking on Randy Orton and defending the undisputed WWE Championship. Who wants to start out with the main event?
I'll go first. The first
All right.
10 minutes, that was pretty much just Memphis bullshit. I thought was really well done, Memphis bullshit. Then they got into the match, which was like a 2009 fucking bragging rights main event. And what I mean by that is completely forgettable. You don't remember a single minute of it. I noticed Cody got cut early before all the fucking bullshit, but I didn't see what it was on. I thought it was the double spring
Punch.
Cody cutter, but Vance said it was a punch. I didn't see it though.
You can see it when we were watching because I was like, oh my god.
The old school knuckle punch.
Some of those fucking shots of him after the match, his eye looked worse than when Vader's popped out of the socket and he put it back in the match. Finish kind of surprised me just because it had the Pat McAfee not coming back angle, but they can talk themselves out of it, whatever the fuck they want. I don't.
Well, he retired on yesterday's show.
Yeah, but like 5 years from now, they'll want to come back. Okay, yeah, that means nothing.
I said that same thing to Fee. She goes, "We'll never see Pat again." Then I was like, "Yeah, that doesn't really mean."
Yeah. No.
I don't understand. So they went all in on what TKO wanted in the build-up and changed the angle completely from whatever they had in mind. But then when it gets to the match, all of a sudden they have the control to take all that shit away and get rid of everyone. Story-wise, it didn't really compute for me.
Yeah. So rating for the match?
3.25.
Oh, I'm gonna be shocking on this one.
All right, Jason.
Yeah, the storyline just makes no sense, and the commentators didn't help to sell what the storyline is. Like, Cody kicks him in the balls, and I'm like, oh sweet, we're getting the double turn, and then the commentators are like, I mean, after all Cody's been through, don't you think he deserves to do that? Well, okay, so he's not the dastardly guy that is attacking someone behind the ref's
Cody
back.
Rhodes?
Like, yes. And then you have Pat come back out, then Orton hits him with the cutter, then instantly gets up and loses the match. So you're like, oh, he turned on Pat, so again, that makes you the face. You really do want to save wrestling, whatever it is. Cody can be the bad guy. He kicked you in the dick. But, oh, no, the match is over, and this is just it. And, yeah, it just was all over the place. I think the action between was fine, but nothing that really truly stood out, I didn't think. Yeah, I'll go with 3.25 also.
I can see Vance's reaction right now. He's listening to you, and his thoughts are just fucking going crazy because his face is so red right now about what he's about to say.
Oh no, I tanned. I'm going to the beach actually, but yeah, that too. So,
all right, so Tim, your thoughts?
Cody turned heel. I mean, it wasn't like a straight different side or whatever. I just feel he turned heel, like completely turned heel. There was no walking a line, just turned heel, and I was like, oh. Well, it's got to be a double turn. And then Randy Orton was also a heel. So it was heel versus heel, which is the worst WrestleMania main event you could ever try for, is heel versus heel, because, like, and then the finish was not that great. I expected more. I love Randy Orton. I think he's one of the greatest wrestlers to ever live. and when he wants to, he doesn't do like big stuff, but like that Cena match, Orton really worked hard for that. And I thought that's what we were going to get out of Orton too. And I just feel like it was just like Tuesday for Randy Orton. And I mean, sometimes that's good, but not here. So my star rating is 2.25.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be higher, not
Yeah,
lower.
I thought you were going the other
Oh,
direction, and we're going to be like, well, here's
mm-mm,
why it all happened. Because yes,
mm-mm.
Cody turned heel, but again, your commentators were like, well, I mean, everything he did was
Yeah,
justified.
yeah, and I hated that too. I was like, no, the heel or the commentator turning heel. I don't know if I'm just becoming an old man, but I was just like, I like my stories between a clear good guy and a clear bad guy, or you be good to some people, bad to some people, but just flippy floppy mid match is just terrible to me.
So
So
people in real life are shades of gray. There's no way that's a good person and a
right,
bad person, and that's kind of what
I
I
agree.
prefer in wrestling.
I agree, but you can't jump from the brightest white to black. You know, it's not a shade of gray. Cody was just one or the other. It wasn't any kind of story that drove you in there. It's
Cody's
just all of a
always
sudden
been
he.
Homelander, all the way going back to AEW. This baby face
But
that thinks he's more of a baby face than he really is.
but they've never explored him actually being a creep. You know what I mean? Like actually being a bad guy. He is like Homelander, but he's Homelander who never steps out of line. So it's like if he was stepping out of line here and there, oh, I'd love that story. That's a shade of gray because his character's kind of both good and bad. But this was just like he was just a heel for 5 minutes, and then we're going to pretend it never happened. Like it's not like a. If it leads into a bigger story where Cody does this all the time and that becomes the story, then I stand corrected. But I don't see them doing that.
So since this was the one match I have seen from night one, I have some
Ooh, a
thoughts
cash rating.
and can rate it. So yeah, that whole so I don't think this should affect my score as much as it probably will, but I can't help it. The crowd, like this was the personification of why I fucking hate wrestling fans. Um, so they're booing Cody the whole time. And other than his entrance, of course, because WWE is an entrance promotion first and then a wrestling promotion fifth. But so
They're an advertiser
they
second.
like to be able to sing along to Cody's song and do their we're the actual stars of the show because that's what WWE's been telling them for so long. And
I
then
saw
so they
that for I saw that firsthand at WrestleMania. I was shocked by it because people would be like doing Seth Rollins' theme, and like everybody was. I was like,
yeah
oh wow, Seth is over. And then the match started. I was like, oh no, he's not. He's being
yeah
booed like.
yeah it's so they boo Cody the whole match though, and then they boo him even more when he kicks Randy in the dick. Like, so I think they buy into like, oh, this is our heel turn. But then as
Mhm.
soon as Cody wins, the crowd pops for him, and then they boo Randy Orton for the belt shot and the punt. Or no, then they cheer the punt.
Yeah.
So boo Cody for kicking Randy in the dick. Yay Cody for winning. Boo Orton for belt shot. Yay Orton for punt to the head. Like
And part of that is the wrestler's fault. That's kind of
I
my
say,
point.
and that kind of leads back to the booking for this, just every aspect of it. The lead up, the match itself, it all felt like no one, including the guys in the match, had any fucking idea what the point of this match was supposed to be. Uh, they didn't know what kind of story they were supposed to be telling, what they were trying to get over to advance. Like, so spoiler alert, on the next night on Raw, Cody just comes out and like midway through a Punk promo and shows off his eye, which definitely looks horrible. And they have some weird exchange about losers, and then Punk alludes to wanting a title shot at Cody, and Cody's like, "Yeah, anytime." So that was the whole like it didn't nothing played out from that match with Cody and Orton. Uh, the whole thing with Pat, I think all of this could have been avoided. Like, I think the match would have worked better if they would have just announced ahead of time that Pat was the special guest referee. And then you still have McAfee doing his shit throughout a little bit of the match, but then say at one point, He goes to Orton's holding Cody. McAfee goes to take a cheap shot at Cody, misses, hits Orton. Jelly Roll pulls McAfee out. Boom, boom, boom. Table, splash. Another referee comes out. Get a little bit more Orton Cody. Then you have Pat like crawling back in the ring like he's back to help Orton. Orton remembers he got hit by Pat. RKO. You take Orton out, or you take Pat out the same exact way. Orton has more of a reason to do it now, and turns around, eats a Cody Cutter. You still get the same finish. Like I feel like you could have done everything they wanted. Like they could have had all the pieces involved. There was just no fucking structure or layout that made any sense.
So the same way I had before a reason for why Liv couldn't go long. So McAfee's real job and the thing he makes real money at, like millions and millions and millions of dollars, is his podcast and hosting show. And this week is the NFL draft. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that even if that was pitched, he would turn it down because he doesn't want to get hurt. Being a referee and being way more active, he took one RKO and one splash. But what you're suggesting, him being the ref and being involved and getting kicked in the dick and this, that, whatever, getting involved more, I don't think he would have wanted to be out there that long.
I don't know. I don't think for him that would have.
I'm 50-50. Neither of you convince me you're right, but I think both of you could be.
I just there's not a ton of extra time he would have he'd have been moving around the ring a little bit more, like a little bit more. There would
They
have
were
been all
out
the
there
stuff.
almost 50 minutes. Like, if they had the same length of match, he's out there for so much longer, doing so many more things, not being an experienced referee.
The match itself though was only 22 minutes and 44 seconds.
Because the match they didn't ring the bell until after all the Jelly Roll shit on the outside happened.
So you would have taken all that out at the beginning.
Match.
So really, the only thing you're changing is McAfee has to walk around the ring a couple times.
Like, you're just changing the booking of the match, but there's a format sheet that says you get this much time, you got to fill that much time. So they were given that much time. If they don't do the preamble,
I'm not
then
saying
it's 50 minutes of ring time, and it's fucking
I'm not
rough.
saying they should have shot and did something different. I'm saying the people that put the shows together could have put a little bit more effort into structuring this and giving I don't want to give any matches more time really that I'm looking at, but
right?
So
Liv.
yeah, I would have
rated used 5.
Yeah, give them a little bit more. So yeah, I don't the match to me was a Cody versus Orton match. I mean, everything they did was solid as hell. It's Cody and Orton. You're not gonna get bad work. Kind of with Tim, where it felt like Orton was just sort of. This was more of a normal pay-per-view match for him. He didn't really go to WrestleMania level.
Obviously, he's so professional. He never has actual boo-boo face. But I wonder if it's just a boo-boo match where he's just like, I don't matter in this match.
I mean, to me, this is another WrestleMania where Cody's match is more focused on a celebrity than it is his story making any damn sense. For a guy that his whole thing was the story, finishing the story, they fuck with his story more than anybody else. Every time. So the match overall, everything involved with the McAfee stuff, I'd probably go 2.5.
Here's what should have happened. Orton was selling his back the whole time. Wouldn't even drop down and do the fish, the spin around everything. But I don't feel there was any real payoff on him selling a back injury. So they end up outside the ring, or Cody pulls the sledgehammer out from underneath, hits him in the back, rolls him in, hits the crossroads. Then he's definitely a heel. Plus, if Triple H wants to be standing in the background on things, then we got hey, he was just on my podcast last week. We got talking. His sledgehammer just happened to be under and he can be the corporate guy. Bad guy.
That's AEW booking where they're like, you didn't see the podcast? That's kind of the whole.
But
that's kind of the whole nut and bolt that holds this storyline together.
Well, they showed clips of it. I'm sure during one of those commercial breaks.
I I watched it. It's in canon for me. So
Oh, there you go. I'm just saying Orton did a lot to sell his back injury, and they didn't do anything with it. That could have been an easy way to do something.
I think
And
the
still-
back thing is because the dirt sheets were reporting that he had a legit back injury going into the match, so they worked the whole match basically to work Meltzer.
maybe he did have a back injury, and that's why we didn't get the Orton we hoped for. So
That
Well-
could be why they threw so much bullshit in the beginning too. Like it was already formatted out, and they had to fill the time.
All right, so that was night 1 of WrestleMania 42. You guys are going to have to tune in again for night 2, as this is a
Part D.
two-parter.
Oh no!
Part
Does that
D.
mean Fee gets double the rants now? She gets her one that Jason gave her.
Oh, she might.
Yep.
Yep, back-to-back rants.
So
We'll
we're
have to
gonna
hear the first
oh,
one.
No.
So overall thoughts night 1. If you were grading it, A through F minus, A plus through F minus, what are you giving it?
Oof, night 1 was probably a D minus, as close to failing without failing as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say a D. Also,
And
I'll
Tim?
say a D. Yeah, I considered a plus, but I just couldn't do a D plus.
So D minus,
it's just
DD.
not good.
Yeah. And not,
So-
it's still not one of the. I don't think it's a bottom 5 WrestleMania. It's probably a bottom 10 WrestleMania.
According to Cage Match, it's a bottom 5 pay-per-view of all time, up there with December to
Yeah.
Dismember and SummerSlam
Which is-
95
But come on,
and WrestleMania 2.
I say, having not even
WrestleMania.
watched all of it, there's no way that I feel like Seth and Gunther's at least decent enough, would be decent enough for me, and then Drew and Fatu.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do feel, so just like overall vibes from WrestleMania, just when I saw night 2, and then like what I've read about night 1 and all that, like clearly, like my biggest gripes with night 2 was, and you guys sat through this for night 1, so hats off to you. You're stronger than I am. All of the damn commercials, and even when they came back commercials, it was another commercial.
Right.
And then the random celebrities that we show, and then all of this other bullshit. What happened to backstage promos? Like,
Well, also, I watched this in Canada. I know I went to Canada for the pay-per-view and watched it. So I watched it on Netflix. And I don't get the commercials you guys get. I get Netflix and WWE only commercials, which there's only about 5 of. So sometimes we would roll those same 5 twice during the breaks, when the long breaks or whatever. It was like 8 ads.
I got a screen that said WrestleMania 42 will be right back, with some music playing over it for like 3 minutes, and then when it comes back, it's a WWE commercial. And then they cut to like another random, like, here's a celebrity, here's this thing we've done, whatever. So yeah, it's like 3 minutes of nothing.
For what it's worth, I'm used to that because that's how the ESPN app does hockey games too. Like it'll go to a commercial and it will just be the side of their building in LA and it'll say we'll be back after these messages, and then it will still show commercials afterwards.
Yeah.
So that's the ESPN thing, I guess. But
I can tell you there's going to be a Man on Fire TV show on Netflix I'm looking forward to, because they told me
I saw that.
well, what we got was the Hulk Hogan documentary.
I got that too.
Every commercial break at least once.
So
lots of that.
When I think back to, and maybe this is like, I'm still, my heyday for WrestleManias was more in the earlier days. But like some of my favorite things from like old WrestleManias, like Flair, like a Flair promo, a Stone Cold promo, a Rock promo in the back, like where they get tied the show, like there was a connective tissue throughout the show, to where you were never being taken out of the show, like you were in it the whole time. And I get that streaming's changed how all that works, but it's just such a break in the, like, you have to I
think you're misplacing your anger, because it's not. I think it's TKO purposely scuttling all that to make it more like a boxing event, more like UFC. Well, yeah. They want those long commercial breaks that aren't promos. They don't want promos there because that's time they could be selling. They're not a wrestling company. They're an ad company.
Yeah, which I mean, it's not an anger thing, but I think it like is a big reason why I don't get that excited for like this WrestleMania, especially. I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch night one. I decided to watch night two because I wanted to be able to like say things, stay a part of the convo with
Participate.
you guys more than anything. But there wasn't like I get more and more that way from WWE shows now. Like I can watch an AEW pay per view and I'm in it the whole time because we're going match, 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 or quick segment backstage with WWE. And I know they're a pay per view, so they're trying. They don't have to. But with WWE anymore, it's like you submerge yourself and you like let yourself like suspend disbelief for certain things, and then you're being taken right back out of that for 3 minutes or so. So by that time, you're like scrolling on your phone, you're
Your bigger
getting up to
point
get
there
something.
the bigger point that you made there shows that TKO just doesn't understand the wrestling business at all because like you said those promos threaded throughout or a story or backstage
Yeah,
segments that bookend things make sense in a wrestling format for those storytelling purposes that it keeps your suspension of disbelief going when you have to like okay, suspension of disbelief, real life, suspension of disbelief, real life. Like when they're ping ponging you back and forth like that, it doesn't really work for wrestling like it does other combat sports.
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like so like the TKO-ification of the WWE. Like it's to me, they're gearing it more towards. Well, I think they just are. I don't think it's too me, but like they're gearing it more towards the NFL fan, like the guy that, or like the NFL fans that like have parties. Like so, these big WrestleMania, they're like it's geared towards this gathering of people who are watching like they would the Super Bowl, where you're kind of in and out of that. Like you're kind of like checking it out, you're whatever. But if you're at a party, you're like going to grab snacks, a drink. You're doing this, and I think they are viewing it as like a sports product where there are those breaks to get you to be able to, you can go do something, come back, and you're back for the next quarter, back for the next play. And it just doesn't work with pro wrestling. It
Yeah,
just,
I mean, they're just kind of running it the same way social media runs, like a clip, and then you have to watch an ad, and then a clip, and you have to watch an ad.
yeah.
Everything's like chopped up. Like this could be a compilation of matches, basically.
And so what? Like, who does get commercials? So you said you do, no, you get Netflix commercials and WWE commercials.
WWE
So
related commercials, but then when it comes back from ads, I get one commercial that is part of hard copy to the WWE broadcast. It's part of the WWE broadcast because my ads are done. That's like a car commercial I would get.
okay, because
And
that's
you
what I
know,
don't like. Who's seeing the commercial? So like, who's being sold a product when like my screen goes to WrestleMania 42? We'll be right back.
So when you get that screen or when you get the wrestling related commercials, other people that don't have the ad free tier, the ESPN
Are
Unlimited
seeing
and Hulu,
Are
they're
getting
seeing actual real commercials for real products, just like TV.
okay. That makes sense. But
And
I didn't
that's
think you could.
that's why when you come back from that, then there's still WWE stuff because the WWE stuff wasn't running for them, so now they're running it for them as
yes,
well.
yeah, I get
So
that
if
stuff.
you have like the ESPN, Disney Plus, whatever, but you don't have like the ad free one,
right. That's what
you
I
can
have.
you can still watch Mania. You just have to pay for it. But then
No,
you
you just
get
have to watch the commercials.
but you still get to watch Mania for no extra price. So
Yeah, because
what's
it
like the ad? What's the package deal with ads then? Like how much is it?
Idea.
no like every one of those streaming services have like a for an extra $10 a month you don't have ads. So
Yeah, he's
I
asking how
have
much
So
is it?
what Jason, did you watch on the ESPN app?
I no I actually log into Disney Plus and
Okay.
then it's ESPN from there.
So he gets a different experience than I do because I watch Hulu because I have the
That's
bundle with
so
all that stuff,
crazy.
so I can watch it live on Hulu. So I'll get the Hulu ads that they have sold. He gets the Disney ads that Disney has sold. Vance gets the Netflix ads that Netflix has sold, and then there's also the WWE stuff on there.
Yeah, and every
Wow.
That,
break was
that's
like
exactly right.
one
Yep.
of seven, two of seven. Like I
Yes,
feel like
Yeah,
every commercial break it said there were
mine
like
too.
seven commercials.
those are
Some
the
of them were
good
only 30
apps that will say
seconds.
that. There's bad apps that don't tell you how long the break is, and you're just gone for however long you're gone.
Right.
Netflix let me know because I remember I was like 4 minutes. God, I got time to take the dog out. So like,
Well, and I feel like that also led to, especially once the timing of the matches came out, and I can see, oh, this match was only 4 minutes. Well, hell, I know every commercial break was 4 minutes. Like, and I think that led to a lot of the frustration, or
Do
else I
you
wouldn't have been drawing those conclusions
do you
during like
think
normal Raw
do you
of
think
how long a match is.
do you think TKO makes WWE pay for those 4 minute segments just like all the sponsors have to?
I wonder how that would work.
TKO is like, well, WWE, you have your budget, pay us
Right.
$4 million out of your budget for this match.
Right. X of it comes out.
So my closing thought for WrestleMania 42 as a whole, because I'm sure I would have felt the same way about night one. So another thing with the TKO-ified version of WWE now, like I think Draven mentioned this in the group chat a lot, but like the set looked a lot worse, like the way, but still from like a production overall standpoint, like a presentation, it is like a big presentation of like,
It's
you
a
know,
home run. It's a home run
like
presentation.
yeah, and like, oh, we got celebrities here, we've got this, like it's a big, like, hey, this is a event, like this is a
This is a
sporting
big
event.
deal. Yeah.
That said though, like there's no feeling for it now. Like there's no it you can tell it's supposed to be this big thing, but like there's no, for me anyways, like it doesn't draw me in. It doesn't, like, I can't really buy into it all the way because there just isn't like a heart to it. It's
The
so
body is
so
there, but the
soulless.
soul is gone. Yep. There we
Yeah,
go.
it's so soulless now, I feel. Um like I have kind of full-fledged become like AEW sicko level, like not in that group though, but like I am way more AEW's the best promotion out there right now. Like they just, and like, that's just because I'm a wrestling fan. So like it's so hard to get invested in WWE now because it doesn't feel like they have a soul to invest in. So I felt that through WrestleMania Night 2, even though, like, we'll get to it in our next episode. I did enjoy WrestleMania Night 2 quite a bit. The matches, the in-ring matches, I enjoyed that a lot. But everything else was just so, like, you're sitting through, like, you're connected to a fucking streaming service, like, ad loop and just the social media world. Like, just let me get away from that for a minute and enjoy pro wrestling. Like, it was my last place I could go and be safe from all of this shit. This was my little world, and now it's like you've sucked the soul out of that too now. Thanks, TKO. So yeah, I don't know if you guys felt that same kind of disconnection. Tim, it might be
Oh yeah.
Jason, might be different for you guys because you're like watching with kids, and
It helps me so much watching with Fee. So
I would imagine so. And then Jason, like, you're watching. Do your kids watch it? I know you and Tyson were watching it.
They did not watch either night because I was let me take that back. They watched the majority of the second night, and EJ was way into it.
Okay.
But neither of them saw any of the first night. I was smart dad and shielded
Yeah,
them.
you're a good parent. You're a good
I'm a
parent.
good parent. I didn't put them through it. But EJ was really getting into it with lots of questions, and he was very excited, and so
Sure, that does help.
that helps.
well, me and Fee share a lot of the same opinions of wrestling because, I mean, obviously, but she loved the Pat thing. She was the minority people who thought it was cool, but she just loves Pat McAfee and thinks he's funny. And anytime he's on TV, she just thinks, "Oh, he's going to say something funny." And she loves like the tribal chief stuff he does, the alpha male of our species, and the
Yeah.
fight night, baby. So when Pat came back, she thought it was great.
Well, he's so animated. He's like a cartoon character. Like,
Yeah.
he's such an over exaggerated human, and like,
And she also thinks it's cool that the first time he got in the ring was on a show that I was on. So she's like, "Oh, that's cool." Because she every once in a while she'll be like, "Oh yeah, and Daddy did this show with him." So she thinks
yeah.
that's cool too. So
All right. Well, we will be back with night 2, our review of night 2 WrestleMania. Should be a lot more positive, I feel like. Vibes from the group chat were more positive. We'll see though. We shall see. So let us know what you thought of night 1. Do you agree with us? You could disagree. I was really hoping, I posted my night 2 prediction, or my night 2 prediction results on my Facebook, hoping I get some people on there being like, "You're stupid for thinking that. This was what," because I was going to roast them. So please, by all means, feel free to leave comments letting us know how we're wrong, and we'll make sure we respond to your thoughts about our takes. I feel like that would be fun. Or let us know that we're right and we're geniuses, and we will say that you too are a genius. So if you need validation, you can find it here. If you're into degradation, we'll give you that too. And with that said, night night. Keep your butthole tight.